Well, had a great time last night. Had a great time. Um, this live stream is to review the movie that I watched, Knock at the Cabin. Um, Ever since initially seen the trailer, I've been very curious with it. Um, Interested in it, and and definitely wanted to go watch it. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did. Um, did I like it as much as I did the previous movie that I watched that I've given an excellent review, which was Avatar Way of the Water or something like that? No. Um, but still, was it a good movie? Absolutely. Uh, this movie, this movie gave you something that the Avatar movie didn't. It gave you something to ponder after it. It gave you something to think about. It gave you something to question yourself. Would you be able to make a decision that involves a great sacrifice? And I'm going to try not to give no spoilers because I highly want you to go watch this movie. Um, we watched it in uh, the movie theater we went to. Me and my friend. It has regular showings, regular theater rooms, and then there's the ones with the high, big surround sound and the better picture quality that costs more to watch it in that theater room. We watched it in the better one, of course, and I'm telling you, it was so immersive. Uh, the sounds and it was great. Um, so I'm gonna try not to give no spoilers, but the story of the movie is there's this couple, two guys that's adopted a daughter. You don't learn this at the beginning of the movie. You learn it through flashbacks over conspiring through the ordeal that they're going through. That they adopted this daughter um, under false pretenses, which that doesn't have nothing. It's neither here nor there in the movie, but and and through their life of being together, these two guys, they have faced ordeals of judgment of them being gay, and which again has nothing to do with the movie plot line. It just shows that they have struggled through caring through each other, and now they're going through this ordeal. So they are at this cabin. I guess it's their home. Um, and these one, two, three, four strangers, including one of them being Batista, playing one of the characters. Um, approaches this cabin with a little girl playing outside collecting grasshoppers. And Batista's character introduces himself, talking to her real nice, helping her catch grasshoppers, trying to get to know her, and but it leads into questioning why he's there, and he says, he's got a broken heart because he's got to do something that he doesn't like that he has to do. And it turns out that he's got to um, deliver a choice to their family that they have got to make. They have to make a decision and make a sacrifice of agreements with each other that which one they are going to sacrifice. In other words, they have to decide and agree on which one of them are going to die to save humanity. And if they don't do so, each one of the people that's come to visit them at a certain time will sacrifice, that they will be executed, be executed and unleash one plague upon the world, um, one form of death to humanity until the end of the world. If they don't, if one isn't agreed and is selected and killed with a certain amount of time. And oh man, it's a good movie. Batista does a great job. Really loved him through this movie. Um, the other actors did a great job as well. Never heard of any of them, but they did a great job. Um, and like I said, this movie gives you this movie. I like movies like this that you don't go out the theater and say, "Oh wow, that's a great movie," and that's it. That was a great movie. I enjoyed watching it. This movie, me and my friend was like, "Oh man, will we be able to make this sacrifice? What if it was you and your mother and would you make that be able to make that decision in agreement with her? What if she said you both agree to it, but you're arguing which one dies? Would your mother be? And here's a kicker here: it can't be the rules and the conditions of it. You can agree that yourself have to die. Let's say it's you and your mother, and you can't bring it yourself to kill your own mother, but so you say I'll do it, and let's say somehow you get your mother to agree with it. You can't kill yourself. That that wouldn't be a sacrifice. The the whole idea is to be a great sacrifice for humanity. To so it would have to be your mother, the other person, to kill you. That that really brings home how hard that decision is, because it would be easy. It would be too easy, and it wouldn't. So the movie was great. Me and my friend was, after we watched it, we was talking about it. We went to go to the mall to eat. We was talking about it. The whole um, drive home, we're still pondering and going over the conditions and choices, how it will play out with, within ourselves, with each other and friends and family, and it gave us something which made it great. I really, really, and really wouldn't recommend going and watching it yourself. Go watch it with someone. Go watch it with a friend, or even more so with a family member. If you ain't got a family member, go watch it with a friend. Um, it'll be more impactful that way, and it will have a longer effect after the movie to be discussed, like me and my friend did. And we the whole drive home, the whole 45, 40, 50, pretty much an hour, we used to talk about it the all the way back home. And now the only the only downside that I was a little disappointed about the movie and my friend literally said it, and given this fact that what he uh, said the movie should have ended in a different way. I think the movie would have been a whole lot more, um, had more of a bigger emotional impact if it ended different. I, oh damn! If I say this, it's going to be an obvious giveaway. It's going to be a spoiler. God damn it! I want to say this because this is how I feel the movie could be better. I ain't gonna spoil it. I'm just gonna say I think it would have been more impactful if it ended different. So that's how I'm gonna leave it. Um, what do I give the movie? A 7. I can't quite give it an 8 and a 9, being close to the Avatar water, Whale of Water, or whatever it was. Um, but I can't give it I can't nowhere near give it a 6. And I wished I could give it more than a 7. I can't remember exactly what I gave Avatar. I think I gave it a 10 maybe. So I think I could possibly go 8. So you could consider I give it to a 7 to an 8, depending on what I gave Avatar. Um, if I could go ahead and say it's an 8. My friend gave it an 8. I didn't expect him to give it an 8, but he gave it an 8. I played. I guess you could say I played safe and gave it a 7. But I'll go ahead. Fuck. I said give it an 8. Um, just because of simple fact, like I said, it leaves you to talk about it afterwards. It leaves something to discuss afterwards. You don't get that a lot with certain some movies and movies lately. Um, Something serious to crunch on in your head and discuss. So I liked it. I really did like it. I had a good time. I ate my favorite food at the mall. Um, my friend, he chose to eat at a Waffle House He didn't care to eat anywhere in the mall, so he ate at a Waffle House. Uh, and then we drove home. Um, let's see. Is there anything else I can? I can't really. Besides bringing up maybe um, not only how hard. I also don't want to give spoilers about that. I don't know if I mentioned it, but the choices that's being made, that's supposedly that's being hard on people, is not only within the family that's having to choose which one of them are going to die for humanity. The people that's come to deliver this message, they themselves also bring emotional aspect um, to the movie. The, their involvement also. You could question: would you like to be in their position? Oh, no, no. So I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here, end the review here. Letting you know I enjoyed the movie. I highly recommend it, giving it an 8 out of 10. So real stamp of approval. I guess you can say that's my stamp right there. Boom, stamp approval. Um, continue to yield to my will, you puppets. Do as I tell you. Go watch this movie and live your own life instead of being mind fucked and manipulated, obsessed over mine. Continue. Now that's so real.